made it home, I dug her out, then I made her one of my aces. Marijuana fragrance, this tree here is outrageous. Want me to play in your city? Send an email to my agent.
Yo, what's going down, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we are back for episode 27 of the Utah Jazz Association here on NBA 2K13. And today is the day that we try to avenge some old demons, beat our arch rival, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, you guys may be wondering, how is this your rival? You know, this isn't like a interstate rivalry. This isn't something that is a big rivalry in real life. Well, if you guys are new to the series, you may not know, but the last two seasons in the playoffs, we've been swept out of the conference finals and the conference semifinals, respectively, by this team, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, this is not your normal Oklahoma City Thunder. Kevin Durant, 99 overall. Russell Westbrook, 98 overall. And then there's some good role players around him. Jeremy Lamb, a very good scorer, about a 79 overall. DeJuan Blair, 81 overall, starting center. Serge Ibaka up to an 89 overall. He's your starting power forward. Got good guys off the bench like Tony Mitchell, Reggie Jackson, among others. This is a very lethal team, but a team that I think we can beat, and I think it's time to beat. I've never beat this team playing them. I can't remember the last time we beat them simming it. We got to beat this team. This is the day we avenge old demons. We already have the 1 seed locked up for the playoffs. We're 4.5 games up, 4 to play. This game has nothing to do with seeding or playoff anything. It just has to do with bragging rights, and that's why I wanted to play this game. That's why I wanted to close out the regular season with this game, and that's why we are playing this game in this video. So anyway, as always in this matchup, DeJuan Blair covering Roy Hibbert, huge mismatch. That's a 7-inch height advantage almost. DeJuan Blair's like 6'7", Hibbert's like 7'2", and that's like a 7-inch height advantage. We have to take advantage of that. So whenever Blair gets matched up, really whenever Blair's in the game, I go on after him, even if it's with Derek Favors or even Omar Sheik sometimes. But when Hibbert's going up against him, I got to take advantage of that. Hibbert has post proficiency, a 7-inch height advantage. That hook shot is lethal against him. Paul George, lethal going to the rim, as you can see by the little reverse jam right here, going 33.1 inches on the vertical. Very nice to see out of Paul George, showing off that athleticism. Here we go on the rebound out to Iguodala. Iguodala fades for 3 and he gets it to go. I wasn't even trying to do that. I think I was trying to pump fake, or maybe I don't even know what I was trying to do. I can't remember, but I somehow hit that crazy 3. Got really lucky there. Here we're still down by 5, and Westbrook is just too hard to guard sometimes. I tried putting Iguodala on him to start off the game, but as you can see, Westbrook's 6 for 6, and here's Durant on the break. There's pretty much no stopping him here, so he puts it home, and it's a 10-point lead. Durant's got 8 on 3 of 4 shooting. We had to call timeout. Now it's 27-17. Here's Reggie Jackson with the ball top of the key. He is the backup point guard for this team. He pulls up and it's the mid. It's a 12-point game, and the Thunder are trying to blow us out early and just put away any sense of hope. I mean, this is really a mental edge if we ever meet up in the playoffs. The Thunder are battling for the 2 or the 3 seed. We already clinched the 1 seed. So this could be a very potential conference finals matchup, as it was 2 seasons ago. But we'll see. I mean, like I said, this is about mental edge. If we win this game, we get a bit of a mental edge going into the playoffs. We say we know we could beat this team. It's like when the Bulls beat the Heat in the regular season this year, and they interviewed Carlos Boozer after the game, and he said, you know what, we know we can beat this team now. We have confidence. And they did take a game from the Heat in the playoffs, although the Heat proved to be the superior team. But it is a big mental edge. Gerald Green for 3, he needs to start knocking down that shot a little bit more consistent for me. I'm kind of relying on him as a spot-up shooter, kind of like Kyle Korver of sorts. But either way, Kevin Durant, sometimes he's just too good. He's going to hit that shot. He's got dead eye. Late hand up. It's not going to do much. And we're down by 15 points. Favors trying to do what he can to get the game back. He dishes it out to Paul George, and George knocks down the 3. George I kind of neglect from time to time, but he really is a knockdown shooter in this game. And I need to take advantage of that more. Here's some fast break cheesing, or inbound cheesing by the Oklahoma City Thunder. Tony Mitchell gets an and 1 dunk, and they're back up by 16 now. Here comes Hibbert trying to go to work in the post on Kendrick Perkins. Yes, that is the Kendrick Perkins. And Hibbert finally gets it to go. Just doing work in the post, doing the gritty, nitty stuff, whatever you want to call it. And I'm really happy with how Hibbert's played so far. Here's Kevin Martin for 3. Can't forget about him. He's still on the team. He's declined a lot. He's only in the low 70s. He comes off the bench, but he's still a lethal 3-point shooter. We have one of our own, though. Steph Curry puts it up for 3 and gets it to go. So we cut the lead back down to 14, trying to just stay in this game. keep it relatively close. Maybe we can mount a comeback with some sort of run. Here's Hibbert in the post, going to work on Blair. He pumps and puts it in on a little fader. So back down to 12. Jazz trying to stay in it. Now we're still down by 12, 50 to 38. Here comes George coming around some screens. He dishes it off to Favors, who misses the running skyhook. But there's Hibbert on the offensive boards and the tip in. Just too big sometimes. Here's Hibbert now to Curry, getting the screen. Curry coming around. He's going to pull up and he's going to put it in. Cut the lead down to 3. When you got Steph Curry, when you got a three-point shooting team, you always have a puncher's chance. Here's Gerald Green at the buzzer. It's good, and the lead is down to 4. The Jazz have mounted a comeback, and they are right back in this game. 50 to 46 is your score as we enter the half. Gerald Green coming up big. Now still a 4-point game. Here's Durant in the post, hop steps, and puts it in with the contact layup over Paul George. Very impressive shot by Kevin Durant. So now 56 to 50. Here's Hibbert in the post, once again being covered by Blair. Out to Iggy for 3, and it's no good, but Hibbert is there doing work on the boards. He's got 18 and 7 already. Incredible game so far. Here's Zach Randolph running the break a little bit. Yeah, he's kind of going slow, but dishes it back to Curry. It's good. Steph Curry. Like I said, when you got Steph Curry, when you got a three-point team, you always got a puncher's chance. Here comes Kevin Durant, driving in with the left, pulls up over Iguodala, puts it in. So they extend their lead back to 4 points. Now 62 to 58. Here's Gary Harris, another one of our good three-point shooters. He steps back, he pulls up, and gets it to go. A crazy contested 3 over one of their defenders. He puts it into a 3-point game. Here's Quinn Cook, 64 to 61. Harris, once again, it's good, and it's a tie game at 64. The Jazz are right back in this one. Here's Ibaka, he puts it in with the left. A 2-point lead now for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We're going to keep it right here. Here comes Quinn Cook. He's going to try and set up the play for the second unit of this Utah Jazz, a unit that has struggled a little bit at points this season. Here's Cephalosha dishing it off to Harris, up and under. A little bit of a cheesy move there, but I got to do whatever it takes to beat this team. 69 to 68. Here comes Westbrook driving in. He dishes it off to Jeremy Lamb, being covered by George. He's double teamed. Westbrook on the fader puts it in. 71 to 68. Now Westbrook defends any Derek Favors potential buzzer beaters. We end off the third quarter, and it is going to be 73 to 68 as the Oklahoma City take a 5-point lead into the third quarter. 73-68 still here. Reggie Jackson on the break. He's going to try and get by Quinn Cook. Fades away to his left and puts it in. Reggie Jackson developed very nicely in this association so far, so it's a 7-point game now, 77 to 70. Here comes Gary Harris coming around those screens, pulls up for a long 2 and puts it in. That gives him 10 points. That will give Cook his 3rd assist of the game. Here comes Zebo once again doing a little bit too much dribbling. Makes a nice bounce pass to Harris, who slams it down on top of DeJuan Blair. So Gary Harris showing off that athleticism. He can drive to the rim and put it home sometimes. He is more of a shooter, though. Here comes Iggy. Euro step dunk. That is always going to be effective when you got someone as athletic as Iggy. Look at the push-ups. And it's a tie game. Durant misses the 3. Iguodala on the boards. He's going to take it himself. Curry now gives it to him for 3. Bang! Stephen Curry puts us up by 3. Now here we go once again on the break. Iguodala dished it off to Curry, who will put in the one-handed floater, Kawhi Leonard-esque, 86 to 81. Here's where we start to pull away. Stephen Curry to Paul George. George drives in, left hand, avoids the charge and puts it home. 7-point lead for the Jazz. Still 7-point lead. Westbrook with the ball, trying to go to work on Iguodala. Pulls up from mid and puts it in. Not going to go away yet. 88-83, 5-point game. Now, still 88-83. Iguodala on the windmill slam. Andre Iguodala puts it home. Take a look at the Sprite Slam Cam replay over Jeremy Lamb. 2 hands. You know how we do. We are back up by 7, and the Jazz have just pulled away here, put on a spectacular run of athleticism and 3-point shooting. The crowd is behind them now, but here comes Jeremy Lamb. Lamb is going to pull up from 2, puts it home, back down to 5, back and forth at this point. About 1.5 minutes left, 6-point game. Here comes Curry. He's going to dish it off to Favors, and Favors has really developed that jump shot. He's worked on it all year long, and he has really become a money knockdown shooter. Now here's Iguodala down to Favors once again. He's only got 3 points. Make that 5. Gets the one-handed slam, puts us up by 10. Not enough time left. We win this game 101-89. The Utah Jazz finally beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. Like I said, bit of a mental edge as we go into the postseason. Who knows? We'll see what happens. We'll see who comes out of this game. like I said, it really wasn't a game for standings or stats or anything. It was just a game of mental edge and bragging rights. So anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap up this gameplay. We're going to get into the player of the game highlights in just a moment, but a very big one for the Utah Jazz. I cannot stress enough, even for me as the player, how much of a mental edge it was to finally beat this team, as I just had failed to do so many times before with so many different types of teams, and feels so good. Anyway, Paul George gets your player of the game. He had a huge game for us. Steph Curry, usually, you know, kind of the head of this offense, didn't have the best game for us, so George got the nod for the Jordan Brand player of the game. You can see some of his athletic highlights there. Putting it over to one player. Now here's that left-handed layup where he avoided the charge. That was very nice. And now he dished it off to Iggy for an assist. So really, the Iggy and Paul George combo in our 2 and 3 positions have been so great as just athletic players who can knock down shots and play great defense. It's been a welcome sight for this team. Anyway, you take a look at the team stats here, and the box score will show up in just a moment, but you can see we win by 12 points. We go 10 of 23 from the 3-point line, something we usually look to shoot a high percentage from, and we did so again today. There are the Jazz stats. You can take a look at the Thunder stats as well. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and so I'm out. Peace.